After weeks of arguing over a noisy leaf blower, this woman catches herself in a felony arrest for barging into her neighbor's home and assaulting her. On September 27th, officers in St. Charles received a call after a noise complaint turned into a fight between two neighbors. The suspect, who also happened to be the caller, tried to take matters into her own hands after repeatedly complaining about the noise from a leaf blower. She approached the victim on her porch, demanding that she turn it off. When the victim ignored her, the suspect invited herself into the home and aggressively grabbed her while trying to take the leaf blower away. Police were called immediately and speak with the victim first before confronting the suspect.
Well, you can't unlawfully touch somebody. Obviously, even in the vicinity of your home, that's a battery, like an unlawful touching. If you choose to press charges, yes, you are a victim of a battery based on the injuries and what you're saying. Because again, nobody needs to walk in somebody's home. Actually, let me talk to you real quick. You want to get there? What's that? Hey, ma'am, come here. Hold on. We gotta talk to you. So you can't take a walk over here. Here, come here, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm talking to you. Come here. I'm telling you, just sit tight here for a second, okay? Can you tell me what's going on? Why were you here?
Because they're provoking me. That's why.
What does that mean? What does provoking mean? Hold on. Whoa.
They want to make me the bad guy.
I'm talking to you, and you are not free to leave, okay? So you can't walk away from me when I'm trying to investigate if a crime occurred. No, we are here right now. So you chose to walk over here. Mm-hmm. I am now addressing you out here, okay?
Okay, fine.
So can you tell me what happened right now?
Yes, last Sunday between 4:30 and 5:30, they were making this obnoxious noise. As you can see, my deck is straight earshot.
Where do you live?
I live right there.
What number? What house
56.
number?
56.
So 56, and they live over here, so a couple 100 feet away?
I guess. I don't know.
Sure. Okay. Well, what happened on Sunday?
I came over and told them that there were some rules in the association about making that noise. They said, you're new here. You don't know what you're talking about. We've been here 30 years. Basically, they could do whatever they wanted. They continued.
Okay.
Even with my windows closed, I could hear that obnoxious machine.
Sure.
Okay?
And this is all on Sunday.
Sunday night.
Okay.
Right. Dinner time. Can't be out on the deck. Continued all day Monday, even as late as 7 o'clock. Part of the day Tuesday. On Tuesday, we had a board meeting. I spoke to the president of our board, told him about this. Mm-hmm. I asked him, what could I do on a Sunday evening like that? He said, call the police. Well, that was not something I wanted to do, okay? So when they started up again, Sunday at 5, now does that sound like they were intentionally trying to aggravate me? I think so. I came over to talk to her. She wouldn't turn off the machine.
Let's slow down. So what do you mean when you came over, you talked to her?
She was on her deck,
okay,
making noise.
Where did you go?
On this side of the deck fence.
Okay.
I said, can you turn that off? Can I
hold
talk
on.
to you?
Did you go inside her house?
No, not at that point. I was trying to talk to her.
So you were talking essentially outside where we were originally.
Correct.
Okay, and then what happened after that?
She wouldn't turn off the machine. She completely ignored me, pretended I wasn't there.
Okay.
I went onto the deck. I tried to grab the machine.
What do you mean you went onto the deck? How did you get into the deck?
There's an opening right in front of those.
So there's a door to the unit?
No. There's... How you ask your companion how he got on the deck. There's a gate in front of the door to the house. Okay? There's a gate onto the deck. I went onto the deck. I tried to grab the machine to get her to stop and listen to me. Mm-hmm. She started yelling, don't touch me, don't touch me. Mm-hmm. Their dog was barking at the door. The inside door was open. I knock, knock, knock. There was somebody sitting in there. She saw me. I knock, knock, knock again. She ignored me. I opened the door. I don't remember if I walked in. I said, can I talk to you? Something like that. And then she started screaming at me. So I came out and I called you folks. And I went over there to tell them, I'm so upset. I went over there to tell them that the president of the association told me I should call the police, and I did not want to do that. Okay? That's why I went over there. But here we are anyway.
When you're grabbing the leaf blower, did you just grab the leaf blower or did you grab her arm?
I had no idea. I was so annoyed and aggravated.
So you were grabbing something.
I was trying to get her
to stop. Do you remember if you
listen.
grabbed anything though? Like, did you physically hang on to something?
I touched something. I didn't.
So you did grasp at something, is what you're saying? You grabbed something.
I tried to. I don't think I actually grabbed anything.
Okay.
No.
Do you remember grabbing her arm at all? to prevent her from trying to blow the leaf blower.
She was pointing it at me, so I may have done that.
Okay.
She was starting to point it at
Okay.
me.
Well, there is a mark on her arm.
Okay, then I guess I grabbed
So you
her
grabbed
arm
her arm. Okay.
with my
The
broken finger.
big issue we have here is, number one, why would you go into somebody's home and confront them like that? And number
because
two,
I wasn't thinking straight.
and number
okay?
two, do you think it is all right to grab somebody in their own home on her deck like that?
As I said, I wasn't thinking straight.
I'm just asking. Do you think that's okay?
I think if somebody's ignoring me
Hold.
on
No.
purpose-
Do you think it's
I
okay?
did not go over there with
Okay.
the intention of grabbing her.
But you came over there to confront her about the leaf
No,
blowing. You
I
didn't.
I went over to tell them I didn't want to call the police.
Okay. And then what happened? But you said after
wouldn't
she
even
ignored you.
stop and listen to me.
But then you went onto her deck, onto her private
Yes,
property.
I did.
So does that make that okay? Where are we going?
No, I
Where are we
need a
going?
drink of water.
We aren't going anywhere. I am stopping to talk to you, and I said you cannot leave because we are past the point here right now.
I confess. I went up on her deck. I tried to grab something to get her to stop making noise and listen to me. If I grabbed her arm, I grabbed her arm.
You can't do that.
Okay, I can't do it.
You absolutely cannot do that.
Fine. I agree. I can't do it.
Absolutely. Do you have your driver's license on you?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm going to need your basic information. Okay? So I did have a
I get a drink
conversation.
of water?
Not right now. How do you spell your last name?
Rosenbee.
Hold on, slow down. Rosen.
Berg.
After talking to her, she did admit to going onto her property and attempting to stop her. She did say that she grabbed onto something, and she did acknowledge that she obviously entered her property without that consent. So you do understand that you can't do that regardless, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you committed a battery and criminal trespass. You cannot grab somebody.
Okay, fine.
And you can't touch anybody.
I got it.
You do got that, okay. Turn your hands behind your back. You are under arrest, okay?
For heaven's sakes.
We are past this point, ma'am, okay?
Well, they must be loving this.
Okay.
Well,
Let's walk over here.
Just a moment. My husband
Where,
has...
is he home? Okay, is he home?
He is home.
You won't be gone very long regardless, because you're going to have to come back. You're not being held in jail, okay? You're going to get your charges, your documentation, and then you're going to go to your court date.
I can walk better if you're both not holding me.
That's fine. I'm just guiding you, ma'am.
Thank you. I guess I'm not going to be block captain.
I'm glad to see you're making light of all this, especially when we're trying to reiterate what you did is obviously not okay. You should call 911 regardless of what's going on. You aren't the police. You don't have the legal authority to go to somebody's house to do that. Let us do our job.
Well, I told you my intention.
Well, your intention and where you're at is different, so we'll go walk over here. All right, have a seat, ma'am. Just right in there.
I can't do that with my hands behind my back. Okay?
You can, or you just don't want
I
to try?
cannot. No.
Can we try or no? Left foot on there, just hoist yourself up, making sure you don't fall. There you go. Not that far of a ride, so, all right?
You know, I have a broken finger, and it makes it impossible to use my right hand. Okay?
Yeah, I'll need all the info. Just NTA. Can you help me out by at least getting their info? So just real quick, what happened? I don't mind taking it, but
You don't mind taking it?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
So she all she told me, and I kind of got.
She was sitting at the kitchen table. Nancy walks in. When she
Okay.
Nancy walks in. The victim is on the patio.
Yeah.
The door closes behind her.
Just add it to the ticket that way when I do it. So me being booking real quick, all right? You're just going to be charged with criminal trespass and battery. You're going to get a court date, ma'am, and then I can drive you back home, okay?
Sounds great.
All right.
What was criminal about my trespass?
You're not allowed into somebody's home without their approval.
I'm sorry?
You can't go in anybody's...
So that makes it criminal, just going in?
So do you think it's okay to walk into somebody's house uninvited?
Well, I was knocking on the door. I was trying to get somebody to listen to me.
Okay. It's a closed house.
The door was open.
Regardless if the door was open, do you still think it's okay to walk into somebody's house uninvited? It's
When
not.
that person knows I want to speak to them and they're ignoring me.
Ma'am, call the police.
Yeah, I do.
Call
I do
us.
think it's okay.
We would have been more than happy to mitigate this. But you can't walk onto
Okay,
somebody's
fine.
property.
As I said, I went over there to tell them I did not want to call the police. I did not want to call the police. I realize I should have not tried to be considerate in any way. I should have just called the police.
You absolutely should just call us.
Hey everyone, welcome back to EWU Bodycam. Tonight we're diving into a topic that's been quietly creeping into headlines, security footage, maybe even your own neighborhood. Theft. From cities to peaceful suburbs, the number of break-ins, car thefts, and robberies across America is rising faster than most people realize. Now, theft has always existed. That's nothing new. But what's happening in 2025 feels different. We're not just talking about isolated incidents or the occasional stolen bike. We're talking about organized groups, smarter methods, and everyday people suddenly realizing, wait a second, it could happen to me. Across the country, reports of property crime are climbing. In California, police departments have noted spikes in car break-ins. In New York and Chicago, small business owners are reporting stolen goods, smashed windows, and empty shelves. Even in small towns, the kind where people used to leave their doors unlocked, residents say they're sleeping less soundly. The data backs it up. According to FBI estimates and local law enforcement reports, thefts, from shoplifting to home burglaries, have increased by nearly double digits in some states since 2022. And experts say it's not just about bad guys, it's about circumstances, a mix of economics, technology, and plain opportunity. Gone are the days when a thief was someone in a black hoodie sneaking around at midnight. Today, theft looks smarter. Criminals are using technology, Wi-Fi, GPS trackers, and even social media. And here's the scariest part. Sometimes they know more about you than you think. Think about it. How often do we post when we're out on vacation? How often do we leave packages sitting on our porch? For modern thieves, that's not just coincidence, that's opportunity. Every neighborhood has that one house with a Ring camera or motion sensor lights, but thieves are learning how to get around them. Some carry devices that block camera signals. Others wear masks that confuse AI-based systems. In short, the tech meant to protect us is now being challenged by smarter criminals. Car theft has become its own epidemic. With push-button starts and keyless entry systems, stealing a car no longer requires smashing a window or hot wiring. Hackers can clone a digital key in under a minute. In 2024 alone, cities like Detroit, Atlanta, and Los Angeles reported a surge in car thefts, especially of certain models that are easy to exploit. TikTok trends even fueled it. Yes, people literally turned car theft into a viral challenge. That's the reality we're living in. Crime is no longer just a back alley issue. It's gone digital, viral, and mainstream. When crime rises, everyone looks for someone to blame. But the truth is, it's complicated. Experts point to a few big factors. Inflation, rising rent, job insecurity. People struggle to survive. Desperation can push some to steal. Police in many cities have linked theft spikes to unemployment and cost of living increase. In some states, laws changed during the pandemic to reduce jail overcrowding. Certain petty thefts are now treated like misdemeanors, small fines, quick releases. But critics argue that's made criminals bolder. They know they might walk free within hours. When someone steals electronics, luxury clothes, or even baby formula, they don't have to sell it in dark alleys anymore. They list it online, on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, or lesser-known platforms. And just like that, stolen goods turn into a single organized group can steal thousands of dollars worth of goods and sell them within hours. No questions asked. And police, they're struggling to keep you behind. Every statistic is a story. A small business owner in Chicago whose store was broken into 3 times in a month. A family in Texas who woke up to find their car and their toddler's car seat gone. An elderly couple in Oregon who lost their jewelry and decades of memories in one night. These stories don't always make national headlines, but they tell the real story of what's happening across the United States. A quiet erosion of trust and safety. When theft becomes normal, when people stop being scared, that's when society changes. Neighbors, businesses install bars on windows, communities start locking themselves down, both physically and emotionally.